Hi there and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill, and I'm hoping to get you ready to eat. We'll have a quick little lunch today. I hurt my back, folks. And I'd like to tell y'all a good story about how I hurt my back. Especially since I got workout videos, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, it hurts too. I hurt my back picking up socks to throw them in the washing machine. Not even thick socks, just some more regular old white tube socks. I got two taters right here. I'm just gonna cut them up right quick. I'll show you what they look like afterwards. Now that you cut your own taters, I'm gonna make them look like little French fry taters. I'll be quick with it, fast as I can anyway. Yeah, man, it hurts. I like really blew my back out. Like coughed or sneezed or something. Let me recommend something. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've done this too. I think the last time I did it, I was picking up my drawers, my boxers. Horrible pain. It's gonna be a couple days too. I took a 800 milligram Motrin, but I only took it like 20 minutes ago. So of course it ain't had no kind of effect yet. And today's story, I wouldn't even been able to done it because I used so much of my back and my, just standing here, it hurts my back. They even got studies that showed standing on your feet too long. And what I've been standing here like 2 minutes, it's killing me. Man, and I've had it happen so many times too. I mean, a lot. 2 times is a lot if you hurt yourself, you know what I mean? So let's go back. Growing up, I had to be a straight A student. B honor roll at the very least. My mom was strict. You had to have the grades. We're going to take these taters and we're going to put them in some water. Get some of that starch out before we fry them. We're going to fry them in that Fry Daddy back there that's already on. These taters fry fast. All taters aren't the same if you didn't know. Especially when it comes to cooking. Here in Jacksonville, North Carolina, they couldn't keep up with, like they wanted to advance. So in the 5th grade, they came to us. I was on the academic derby team, which was basically Jeopardy. 4 people on a panel, 2 different schools. I represented Thompson Elementary School. Got the oven preheated to 400. Got got a can of croissants. Gonna pop it open. In the 5th grade, they was like, asked my mom, we want your son to take the pre-algebra. It was like a big deal because they didn't offer that. They didn't offer algebra till 9th grade. So me and 5 other people, 4 girls and me, we took that pre-algebra test. We were all on the academic derby team and we passed it. So that meant in the 6th grade, we was in algebra. Huge deal. Okay, if you don't know, these things come in triangles. 8 different triangles. So we'll pull them apart. Place them in the pan. When we got to the 6th grade, we was in 6th grade math. They said algebra didn't start to the 9th grade. They taught it at high school. And our high school was 7th through 12th. We didn't have no middle school. So, of course, we passed math easy. But school after that, so in the 7th grade, they came to the same people and anybody else that had the grades to go up with it. And we got some cheese right here, and we got some turkey. We're just gonna cut the cheese in half. And I'll show you what the product looks like rather than. Make a long story short, in the 7th grade, we passed that algebra test again. So in the 8th grade, we was the first 8th grade class to ever have algebra. It was a big deal when we should have been in the 6th grade. So I missed like 70, 80 days in the 8th grade. Acting a fool. I had like 30 or 40 days of ISS. Class clown and stuff like that. No fights, no crazy. Smoking cigarettes. I got caught smoking cigarettes a lot. This was what it was. But passed algebra anyway. When I got to the 9th grade, when I got my schedule, it said I was still in algebra. And they said the records didn't come over, and then I would have to go through my mom and blah, blah, blah. I didn't do that. I didn't even tell nobody. I just said to hell with it. I knew I didn't want to go to school no more. And I had told my mom, I'm dropping out. But you had to be 16 to drop out. So that's where we're at. So before that, though, I'm just going to take a piece of ham, turkey, how it comes, put it right in. You'll see it in a second. So I skipped school a lot, folks. From 6th grade until I eventually dropped out of school. I did go back, got my GED, and I went to college in prison. But I skipped a lot. I mean, a lot, folks. And then my mom wrote it to where that she didn't even have to see anything. After a while, because she knew I wasn't going to go to school, so she just signed the stuff for me. Wrote a letter to the teacher. I don't even want to see it no more. I always been honest, though. Hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll find a better way. I wanted to work at Bojangles. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to work at Bojangles, straight up. More than anything else, I wanted to work at Bojangles. All right, this is what it looks like. Oh, hold on, my hands are soaking wet. And I made a video to this similar yesterday, but with hot dogs, and it never recorded. See the cheese, the ham. We even do this one-handed, I think. You're just going to roll it up. Just going to roll it up. See that? Take the ham. I'm just going to roll it up. Sorry about that. Roll it up real. Don't even got to be pretty. And this, if you don't feel like making a turkey and cheese sandwich or a ham and cheese sandwich, and you just want the flavor of that croissant real quick, like, see, I'm doing it one-handed. So, across the street from my mama's house was the Hoffmans. Back in the day, everybody trusted everybody. So one day, and that's it. Oh, look, I dare say there's 8 though. How about that one-handed work, folks, huh? There we go. There we go. All right. That's what she looks like. Man, I hope that didn't ruin the damn picture. Sometimes when you do that, change the angle on the camera, it changes the whole angle of the picture. I'm going to put that in the oven. We already had the oven preheated to 450. It says 12 minutes. So I was supposed to catch a ride one day, and I had missed it. And I knocked on the door, rang the doorbell. Muffin had a little white dog named Muffin. He started yapping. I tried the door, and the door was open. So I went in and called out, hey, Brian. Nobody answered. So Brian Nintendo with all the games. I just went in there and started playing video games. And did that 100 times. One day I was in there, his mom came home, and their backyard backs off into the woods that leads to the creek. My favorite place on earth. Let me pause for a drink real quick. The garage door opened and scared the shit out of me. I go booking, flew out the back door. I had rolled the Nintendo stuff up. I had eaten, so I had to grab all the food, cleaned up. But I got away with it. And imagine how scary that. Imagine you skipping school at somebody else's house. Think about that first off. Really think about that. And then they come home. I'm in there one. That happened twice. Then I remember. They had some water on it to make the grease right. I was in there one day, folks. I was playing Legendary Wings. Good time. I had a bag of Doritos, was tearing them up. That grease came up fast. That grease is hot as hell. The dog started barking. The muffin was good about not barking unless somebody was in the house or in the yard or something. And I looked out the window, and it was the dad. It was Mr. Hoffman. Oh man, folks, he was a retired master gunnery sergeant, the highest rank that you could get in enlistment in the United States Marine Corps. One of the big, got that booming voice. You could hear him all the way down the road and stuff. Cool dude, man. He ended up passing away from ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. God rest his soul. He's a good dude, man. Folks, I was in a bad way. You got to understand something, too. My mom did not play around. I could never go home and tell with Mr. Hoffman or the cops or whoever was about to get involved if I got caught. Because I was skipping school and I was in somebody's house without their permission. Dead. I'm running away. I'm going to take chances on everything, but I really don't need to be caught. I had to roll up the controller, put the game system away. As I was rolling up the bag of chips, I heard the door open. And when you walked into the house, you took a left. There's a little hallway, and you took another left. And on your first right, the bathroom, and the next right is where I was at. And he had a chair, a recliner in there that he loved, and he was always in it. And it was lunchtime, and I was hoping, he was just there. He forgot something, grabbed something quick to eat and leave. Those potatoes cook so fast. I got some, man. They take like 15 minutes. So I hear him come in. I hear him rifle through the kitchen. I'm debating on whether to run into one of the other rooms or not. And I'm like actually stuck in the middle of the living room. And then I hear him start walking in, and the only place I got to hide is behind that recliner. Now, that recliner is in the caddy corner. You know what I mean? So I had to lift it up and get back behind it. And I can't even crouch down. My back hurts so bad. And crouch down like I was in a tornado drill, but my butt wasn't quite able to hit the ground. There wasn't enough space. I'm a big dude. It was a big. He's a big guy. I mean, this dude's over 400 pounds. There just wasn't a lot of room. Man, there wasn't a lot of room. So I'm back there, and I could hear him go in the bathroom. I can hear him peeing. He got the door open. Oh, my back hurts, folks. And he farted. I mean, he let it. Oh, folks. I was in trouble. Because I'm like a big kid when it comes to that. I was laughing. My back hurts really bad. I can't tell. But I need to get my mind right because this is life or death. I don't think of it any other way. But I can't remember, somewhere between 13 and 15 years old I was. How fast was it? He came out of the bathroom, heard the water, wanted to wash his hands, and I could hear him, and I know he's coming in the room. He came in, they had a big console TV, big box model console TV. He turned the TV on. I could hear him. I could hear the steps. I could hear him breathing. And he sat down. And when he sat down, he plopped. And when he did, it didn't even have a long way to go. Like I said, it wasn't a lot of space. But when he plopped back, that chair hit me in the damn head. I mean, woozy me, and brought me down a little bit. My legs was already a little sore. Startled me bad. I mean, it really caught me off guard. Hurt. And you ever notice, like, when you're trying to hide, like play hide and seek or be sneaky about something or anything, and you get those phantom itches, you got to scratch something, or you all of a sudden got to sneeze, or you got to cough, or you get a Charlie horse or a cramp. Your nose starts to run, your eyes start to water, you got an itch in your ear. There's always some stupid thing that would never happen under normal circumstances, but because you're trying to be in a different mode, this got to happen now. I'm having all those things happen. I'm sweating, my back hurts, my legs are in agony, and this is only after a couple minutes. The only thing I got on my mind, please let him go back to work. I can't hold on forever. Man, I am in trouble, folks. I can't sit down. I can't lay down. I can't move. And I don't want to breathe. I have to breathe. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. I'm scared too. Man, I got to deal with him first before I even deal with my mom. I don't want to deal with him at all, man. Believe me when I tell you. I don't want to deal with him at all. Like, Mom, a little bit more than that. At all. Robin's a good dude, but I imagine he would have been a bad guy at that moment. Man, because I was a bad guy. I was in the wrong. He reaches over. I don't even know if he realized that the Doritos was never there. I put the Doritos there. I took them out the cabinet. It was half eaten. But he picks up the Doritos, starts watching The Price is Right. I like The Price is Right. Folks, I'm sitting back there and I'm hurt. I'm back there like this, but almost touching the ground, leaning up against two walls. Damn, the head thing's right there on my head. I mean, I was just able to get just a little bit below it. Man, I'm squished up like a jack-in-the-box. Your body ain't made to be in the jack-in-the-box position. It takes a lot of muscle to hold you in the jack-in-the-box position. I promise you. Try it. Try it. Just stand up against two walls in the corner and squat down to your butt. Not to where your butt touches. You don't get that luxury. And see if you how long you can hold it. Hit me up in the comments. Remember, anything comes out the grease. You got to season it. As soon as it gets hot, plenty of salt, folks. Pepper. I'm a big tater guy. I actually do. These are almost done. taters in here. But that's how I do. You can do how you do, you know what I mean? That's the beauty about cooking. You can do it any way you want to do it. You can take somebody's idea, add things, take things away. Ain't no wrong way. Cooking's about confidence anyway. Matter of fact, life's about confidence. And if you ain't never cooked, give it a shot. There's only 3 things you can do. You can undercook it, you can cook it perfect, or you can overcook it. I mean, that's it. Most of the time when you overcook it, if it ain't burnt, it ain't even bad anyway. Undercook it, you cook it a little longer than if you cook it perfect. You get in there, you know? Even the best of them mess up. Don't be scared of it. Confidence. He farted, man. 3 or 4 times, folks. I just got this laughing thing. That is funny to me. And when I laugh, I can't stop it. We in trouble. And they were loud. And I could feel when the farts were coming after the first one, because he would lift off. The chair would creak. Oh. There's an episode of Beavis and Butthead. If you've never seen it, they're funny. Where they can't laugh. And they're in sex ed, man. And you know, those guys were all about laughing with sex ed, and they couldn't laugh. They laughed, they got in trouble, they get suspended. They got suspended. I was back there. Like, you can't giggle, man. You can't make a damn noise, and I don't want to breathe, and I got to laugh. I'm hurting so bad. I'm hurting so bad. I'm hurting everywhere now. I would imagine at the very least it was 30 minutes. I was losing my mind. I just couldn't take it. I was on the verge of saying, Mr. Hoffman, hey. I'm skipping school, man. I'm over here just playing video games, eating your Doritos. Whatever got to happen, happened. But I can't stand behind this damn chair no more. It's like I barely stand up. My back is killing me. Oh, I got that off. Got that in. Thank God. I mean, I probably had about 10 minutes left if I would imagine. But I would have tried. But you'll reach a point. Enough's enough. And your body can't take it. Your mind be able to take it, but I was at the point where that squatting was doing devastation to, I was cramping everywhere. I was sweating real bad. My butt was clenched up as tight as it could get. I was just as small as I've ever been in my whole life. He got up. I felt the chair move up. It caused instant relief. Like I almost felt it right then in my back. My back's killing me, but I bent my knees to take the pressure off my back just now. And I heard him get up. I heard him go into the bathroom, turn on the water. I heard him in the kitchen. When he got into the kitchen, I knew I had, even if he came back, I had some time. And thank God, damn, the dog never came in there because he would have ruined everything. But I was able to stretch out, and I stretched out. Oh, man, it hurt. It hurt to stretch out. The initial first couple minutes, because my body was cramping. And I heard the front door open. I heard the truck engine. When I heard the truck engine, I stood up because I knew no matter what, I could at least go to the bedroom and hide underneath the damn bed was a way better option. Now, you couldn't even hide in the bed. I had to go in the closet. There was a bunch of stuff underneath all the beds. I used to go over there and they had baseball cards. I looked at the baseball cards, and then when I wanted to trade, I already knew what I wanted to trade. They had comic collections, and I would just look at the covers. I never actually looked at the comics. I never read a comic in my life, but I've seen a million covers. And played with the Transformers, and they had a Walkman. And between him and his brother, they had all the tapes and DVDs. They had cassette tapes. This is right as a transition to DVDs start happening. Mass produced. And if I didn't feel like hanging out and playing video games, I could just go wander in the woods, listen to all the new stuff that came out because they had it. They always had it, man. I couldn't imagine what would have happened if he found me. And I prayed so much. I prayed so much, man. Oh Lord, please. I'll never do this again. I'll never do this again. You gotta let me get out of here. You know my mom's gonna kill me. Is this how I die? Because I know you know. This is it, huh? My mama kills me because I skipped school and Mr. Hoffman caught me. Yep. That's what it is. Not everybody knows how they're gonna die. You know what I mean? At that point, I definitely knew if my mom caught me, it was over. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts, or about. You think about it, folks. My mom didn't play. There wasn't no, oh, I'm gonna beat you, and that never happened. If my mom said pull down your pants, it was over. It was on. You was in trouble. Cut a couple of these in half. I made a similar video like this yesterday with cheese dogs, and it didn't record. So I'm not really sure if it's recording now, but I'm hoping. And we talked about this. They're real good friends. We've been friends for over almost 40 years now. It's just one of those things. It was pretty funny. Let me check it out. This is what it looks like. Oh yeah. We got the white. And we got the yellow. It's a quick little lunch. Oh God, damn, it hurts. Excuse me, Lord. Excuse me. Damn, it hurt bad. All right. Well, I sure wish I could share some of this with you. And I hope I got you ready to eat. I got some of this jalapeno mustard. If you don't know, I do hot challenges. Tube of Terror and the Pocky One Chip Challenge. And any of them, I ain't scared of nothing. Little Nitro, the world's hottest gummy bear. Death Nut. Let's try these taters right quick. Mm-hmm. We got the white cheese. Got little chunks of jalapenos in it. You can see them. Let's give it a try. Folks, man, we be eating the food hot, huh? I told this story 2 years ago. and my man, his video games and stuff it was. I asked him, I said, what would your dad do if he caught me? He said, he'd probably make you pay for the food. He gave you a good talking to. I don't know about all that. Maybe. He really was a good dude. 20 plus years in the military. Sure hope I got you ready to eat, and I sure wish I could share it with you. If you can't hit that like button, share the video and subscribe if you haven't.